What's up, cultivators? We are here with another podcast pitch, the playbook. So tell us about your pitch. Yeah.
So the playbook is basically where I talk sports and real estate with, the various pieces that go into the industry with sports and entertainment. So we talk real estate with sports agents, coaches, players, recruits, young and upcoming entrepreneurs, podcasters, and we just talk about, sports, how you can monetize your money in real estate and really make the most of your earnings.
So you giving them the game, really?
Trying my best. If I give it to you and you use it, I promise you come out on top.
That's crazy. So what inspired this? What's the backstory?
So I'm an athlete. I played college ball. I did a short overseas tour, and my adjustment from college to the working world, it wasn't easy. So I said, how can I make this a little smoother for the athletes coming out of college now? For the athletes who don't make it to the league, how can they continue to make money and also use that money that they got in college with these NIL deals? How can I use that money to create more income?
So I wasn't a college athlete, so give me some insight on what's going on from people that are college athletes trying to go out into the industry.
So basically, when I was in college, I played ball. So we got this structure. You up in the morning, you play, you got practice, you go to class, you got a traveling schedule, you got practice in the evening. So you still got to study, maintain.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? So I understand. So you got this structure, and then when you don't play basketball no more, you don't have that structure no more. And a lot of people seem like they lost. Or the typical 9-to-5 might not be for you, but we was told, go to college, get a degree, and get a good job. That's what we were told coming up. So it's not that easy, though. So my thing is, if you in college right now, if you got an NIL deal, if you don't have an NIL deal, there's still ways to, start creating a financial cushion for your transition from college to the working world, or what we call the real world. So that's what I really want to teach, because I graduated with a $60,000 degree or a $90,000 degree, however much it was. I'm on scholarship, so I don't really know. So I graduated with this degree, and then I get a job that paid me $12 an hour.
Wow.
I can't. What I'm supposed to do with that?
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't realize this is happening all across the board, that a whole bunch of people think they got the game played. They think they got the structure for the rest of their 10, 20.
Ain't nobody about to come hand you a 6-figure job. Nobody. It's more of who you know and what you know than your degree. That's my opinion. I got a degree, 2 of them. I got 2 degrees. I've worked in corporate America and still was struggling to live the lifestyle that I wanted. So if we prepare for the lifestyle that we want now, we can actually live that lifestyle once it's time.
Wow. So your podcast would have an impact of setting up the next generation and the one after that.
Right. So, if I knew what I knew about real estate now in college as an athlete, life would be completely different, because I would have been, house hacking. I would have been flipping houses. I would have been. It's so many different ways you make money in real estate. You don't have to own real estate to make money in real estate.
So why is it that you're going from this specific perspective where real estate is the next game plan for helping the generation?
So, I took 2 passions. My first passion was basketball. I love sports. It's all the way around me, and I love real estate, and I love service. So I love helping people. If I can learn from where I went and the things I did in life, and I could teach somebody else, like, hey, I can make this a lot easier. Just, get with me. Let's have some conversations. Let's see where you are financially when it comes to understanding money, when it comes to understanding credit, when it comes to knowing how money works. Let's have that conversation with a college student.
That's amazing. I like the fact that you're targeting college students because we got a lot to learn for real.
So like the main reason I go, not say go after, but I'm watching these college players receive all this NIL money, and which kudos, I love it. I'm glad that college kids are finally getting paid for their name on their jersey
That's
and,
what's
and,
up,
and the
yeah.
money that they bring to these institutions when they bring in the crowds in to play basketball or football or whatever your chosen sport is. I'm glad you are seeing the fruit of your labor. I'm glad you're able to see it at this point because NCAA had it to where you couldn't get paid off your name in college basketball
That's crazy.
or sports. So now it's more of a fact that like, okay, they getting all this money and it's money they ain't never seen before. It's money their parents ain't never seen before. And they going to do they going to buy the new SRT Scat Pack. They got a chain that's about 35 pounds on their neck.
Gotcha.
All the new $3,000 designer tennis shoes. And I'm watching them just blow through this money.
Mm.
And I'm like, dang, if you blow your knee tomorrow, what? If you blow your knee tomorrow, what happens? Sponsorships is gone. That car note, you gotta find a way to pay for it. That house note that you bought you and your mama, you gotta find a way to pay for it, which is cool. So let me show you how to have a backup plan.
That's amazing.
Because everybody don't make it to the league.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So. Wow. So you really giving them the game plan for free on the podcast?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So what? Why? Why do it in the first place?
If somebody would have gave it to me, I would appreciate it.
Would have changed your whole life, probably.
Changed my whole life.
Wow.
It's certain struggles I wouldn't have went through. But since I did go through them, I can prevent the next person from having to go through that struggle.
That's what's up.
So, like, if I can set you up to where you come out of college and we get you in your first property, and I get you into, your first property, more than likely that's going to be your primary residence. You got a mortgage or whatever. But as an NIL player, you're getting paid off your name, image, and likeness. So if I had a restaurant, if I bought a commercial space and made a restaurant as a known Division I college athlete, what you think my business gonna do?
Oh, it's gonna blow, and it's gonna blow real quick. And then merch and all the different stuff you could easily throw out just because your name's on it.
Just because your name's on it.
It's game
so
changer.
My thing is, it's not one millionaire we know, one millionaire, one billionaire that we know that don't own real estate.
That's a fact.
So why are we waiting until we get out of college to do it?
Mm.
We can do it right now.
Facts.
Y'all got players. What was it? Texas Tech football team. Over 100 players got $25,000 a piece.
Wow. So with an FHA, can you drop it on us? What can they get? 3.5 down.
3.5 down. We got to understand credit. So we got 25,000. We looking at 3.5. So we looking at $350,000, $450,000 house. We talking about 4 bedrooms, 2 baths.
You're giving me goosebumps a little bit, and that could easily be a duplex, right?
That can easily be a duplex. But if you bought a duplex, what would you do with that duplex?
Let me see now. That's where the experience comes in. Because sure, I could rent it out, but what if there's something happens with the tenant? I don't know how to deal with that.
But see, so with real estate, everything's a risk. You have a risk with everything you do. But so yeah, you might have a bad tenant. That's gonna happen. But if I got a duplex and I live on one side and my tenant live on the other side, how often do you think that tenant is gonna do something to displease that landlord?
Snap. Never.
Right. But at the same time, I'm using my rental money that I'm getting from my tenant to pay my bills. So any additional income that I make off of another sale of a house, another investment, I'm able to take that additional money and invest it, whether it's online stocks, online real estate, into another property, because now I am generating money without even having to be there.
Damn, so the renter's basically paying for the house for me.
Right.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, why not do it? Then you do this 8 years, the property value, the rate. So if you pay $450 in the next 10 years, your property go up what 4 to 8% per year
Per year?
in value.
Is that more than stocks? I think that is right. Cause
I mean, why wouldn't it be though? We talking about actual property, something I can go touch, something I can go visit, something I can unlock and go into.
make it a home.
Land don't depreciate, so you bought a Land Rover and don't own no land. It don't make sense. So that's what I just want to tell them. That's what I want to let them know. Sports agents, y'all sitting down with these players every day. You got a manager, y'all sitting down talking to these players every day. And to me, it seems like you got these people in your corner. Are they in your corner because they genuinely want what's best for you, or it's because they get a percentage of what you're doing? So yeah, no, I don't work for free. Yeah, I'll get a percentage if you buy a property. I'll get a commission. Yeah, I will.
But you're also setting them up for lifetime.
But I'm gonna get that one-time commission. You gonna get that rent every month. You gonna you buy a fix or flip. You buy a property at $100K. You put $60K in it and then sell it for $270. So I just made what? Almost $100,000.
Damn, you're really giving them the playbook. And it's like, sure, they have to pay you, but once you got the playbook, you got the playbook.
Once you got the playbook, you got the playbook. But see, that's the basics. So, no, you got the basics, and you still gonna need me though.
Nah, fast.
You still need me when it comes to understanding and finding the right logistics of what you're trying to do. Whether you want to build some homes for affordable housing. I tell people all the time, like, we claim our city, we claim our area, but we don't own nothing in that spot. Like, how that work? How that work?
That's crazy.
How that work? Oh, I'm from the south side of Houston. We represent wherever we from so hard, but we don't own nothing over there.
That's crazy.
What we gonna do when corporations start buying up all the property?
They already started?
Exactly. So we just about to be dishing out money hand over foot because we refuse to get in the market because somebody on YouTube said the interest rates was too high.
Damn. That's crazy. I never thought about it like that.
People talk about interest rates. We'll just touch on interest rates. You talk about interest rates, but at the same time, we go back to 2008. The market would drop I think we had 6% interest rate right now. In 2008, people were paying 18% interest rates. So you talk about a bad market, that's a bad market.
Well,
and people are still buying houses too.
That's crazy. People still gotta live somewhere.
People still gotta live somewhere. So you I ain't buying a house, I'm just gonna rent. So you gonna pay $2,200 a month in rent and never own that property. Or you gonna pay $2,400 a month in mortgage and gain equity year in and year out on that property, basically creating you your own personal bank account. Because if you own a house and, tough times hit and you need $50,000, you go take it off your equity of your house and still live in your house. You can't do that with no rental property. If I'm paying somebody rent, I can't go say, hey, let me take $50,000 out on this house and then I'll pay you back. You can't do that.
It's not your money.
It's not your money and it's not your property. So, That's what I just want to let people know. Like, we ain't gotta wait.
Wait for what?
What we waiting for?
Especially when people are now getting tapped in at what, their 20s?
We got
Man.
17, 18, and younger making millions of dollars off of YouTube, and that's all cool and all. But what if you stop trending?
Mm. What if you stop trending?
What if your views drop? IG ain't gonna pay you. YouTube not gonna pay you. You're just gonna be putting up content. If your views drop, if people stop listening to you,
that's game. Break your knee.
So now how you gonna make your money? You pop your knee. You get in some trouble. You know, you make it. Because think about it, these kids young.
No, facts.
They 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. They young. Ja Morant is going to make mistakes. Yes, his mistakes that he keep making are the same mistakes to make me think he not learning. Mm-hmm. But he gonna make mistakes. He young. He one of the faces of the NBA. He has more attention on him than he's probably had in his whole life. He's making more money now than he's ever made in his whole life. He's going to make mistakes. But he just came back off suspension.
Wow.
So you made a mistake, you were suspended. Yeah, you're a millionaire, but if it keep happening,
you're not gonna be one for long.
You're not gonna be a millionaire for long. You got people like, do you know of Delonte West?
Delonte West, I'm gonna get flamed. No. I'm gonna get heat.
So no. I mean, Delonte West, he played in NBA. He played with LeBron over there when he had his first run with the Cavs. But not too long ago, Delonte West homeless.
Oh wow!
You're homeless. You've made millions of dollars and now you're homeless. Man. Nobody taught him how to use his money. Nobody taught him how to, he probably just gave it away. You make the money and you want to give it to you want to help your mama, you want to help your sister, you want to help this person. Help them by generating wealth. Don't, hey, my sister need a new car. She gonna keep needing a new car then.
All he needed was someone to give him the playbook.
All he needed was the playbook. Show him how to invest. Show him, like, you made millions. If he would have went to his old neighborhood and bought an apartment building and generated revenue off however many units in the apartment, he always had somewhere to live.
Always. And then no matter what, even if he lives in the apartment,
he's still making money.
Still making money because they're paying for it.
They're paying rent every month.
That's crazy.
So, it's just, they go buy cars, and it's cool. Go stunt and enjoy your money. Enjoy your wealth. But let's not be reckless with it. So, know that you go buy a $260,000 car. It depreciated as soon as you drove off the lot. As soon as you started the engine and put it in reverse, it started depreciating. Damn. Your money was going in reverse. You buy land, your money going drive. You make money. I'm asleep, but my rent gonna be there at the first. Mm-hmm. There's so many different plays that you can run in this real estate game that fit in if you got a busy schedule, like a lot of athletes. I'm here to educate you as much as I can when it comes to real estate, but when I talk to my athletes, I know that schedule. I know how hectic it is. I know how tiring and you might feel like you don't have time to do nothing else. I know it, but I'm telling you, you can.
And realistically, most of the time, they just need a team, right, that knows the plays to run.
So with the money that they making now in college, they got the money to put together a team to have a property manager, to have a real estate acquisitioner, to have a realtor, to have all the proper pieces. They got the money to get their credit right where they needed to get to pay off what they need to pay off. They got everything they need, but they got to do it the right way. Mm. So get your credit. Credit is king. We know that. We know that. Get your credit right, because then you'll be able to spend money on paper.
Wait, get your credit right so that way you can spend money on paper?
Right.
Break that down.
You'll need liquid.
Mm.
You don't need $1 million in your bank account to spend $1 million on paper.
Facts. Leverage.
Because you done put your business structure in order. You got the right people in the right places. You got your credit right. You got your business bank accounts right. So yeah, you don't need to have it liquid in order to spend it on paper.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, there's so many ways to make money in this real estate game. And nothing against college. I enjoyed my college years, but they don't teach you how to do this.
Man, you almost gave them a big chunk of the playbook and just the pitch. That's crazy.
Nah, see, that's a small piece of it.
Nah.
What I just said today is that's a small piece of it.
0.5%.
That's a small piece of it because, like I said, you got people who make just as much money as the athlete or the entertainer, and they never got to bust a sweat.
Mm.
So after you done playing sports, because sports is something you can't do forever.
You get old eventually.
What's your play? Everybody ain't LeBron. Everybody can't play 21 years and more, because I don't think he done yet. But yeah, he going into his 21st season, so I just don't think he's done in the league yet. He got his sons coming in. But we can talk about Bronny James and Bryce James and Deion Sanders' son and all of them. Because they all got NIL deals. Deion Sanders' son and Bronny James are the number two with the most NIL deals. Sad. But they didn't have to be the answer for their family. Their dads had already answered. Their dads had already set their family up. What if you the only answer for your family? What if you are the answer?
You better not slip up.
You can't slip up. So while you making this money and, and I really want to talk to like women basketball players. Like this is real crucial to me. It's real dear to me. There are 12 WNBA teams.
Okay.
Only 12. There are maybe 18 players per team. Everybody not going to make it to the league.
It's a lot of competition.
The most money they're making in the WNBA is about $250,000 a year. Well, not a year, during a 4-year contract. Let's say a 4-year contract, they get paid $250,000 throughout the 4 years.
Smack.
It's decent living, right? But you leave college when you got an Angel Reese making 1.3. She got an endorsement for 1.3. She's made probably over $4 million in college. So this her senior year.
Just endorsements?
Just sponsorships. She in college. She played for LSU.
That's crazy.
So you got Angel Reese making this type of money in college. Her next level of play is the WNBA. Can the league match that? Can they match what she just made in college?
Man. Imagine not having the playbook and making that type of money.
Imagine having that much money and then after you graduate, you make a quarter of that. You make a quarter of that. So this lifestyle that you have become accustomed to, you can no longer afford. But if you start preparing yourself now, while you in college, to live that lifestyle, do real estate. And I'm talking about real estate, but have a diverse investment portfolio. You do that, you ain't got to really worry about the league not paying you because you making money while you sleep. Somebody paying you rent on the first over here. You about to sell. You about to fix and flip another property over here and sell it for another and make $100,000 profit. You got a commercial building over here. You about to open up, let's say, a studio, or you about to open up. You're about to open up some type of service to the people, and it's gonna work because your name attached to it, and people know who you are.
Man, it's like the golden opportunity to ramp everything up.
But you gotta know what to do. You gotta understand how money works. You gotta understand how to spend money.
Facts.
Um, Again, like I said, I really think it's great that people are getting paid for their YouTube views and their Instagram views because that the people is the what makes those sites generate. So I'm glad they're being paid. I'm glad that the athletes are being paid for their labor in college, and it's about to go to high school. They're gonna have to put some regulations on it, but I'm pretty sure. Um, but I'm happy to see people able to make money in what they love doing.
No,
But
facts.
how we gonna maintain it and grow it? That's the question.
That's amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up over here. Last thing I want to ask you is what do you think about this opportunity the CCN is putting on with the podcast pitch out here in Houston?
Man, I think it's a great opportunity, and I think it's great for the community um, to allow people who don't have the resources to enter into a contest to get some content shot because like credit content has become an essential part of business. So by providing content to people who don't have that experience or don't have those resources to get that content done, I think that's amazing. And I know y'all really, really, really based off community. So yeah, I think it's good for the community. I think it's good for people to see people in their community
Right.
being able to do what they like to do. And before we get out of here, I do want so when it comes to community, right now in the city of Houston, what I'm trying to do is I want to work with a lot of older people who are in those poverty-stricken neighborhoods. We got Fifth Ward, we got Third Ward, Trinity Gardens, Cashmere Gardens, those areas. I am looking to work with the older people in that area because a lot of older people are living in not so great conditions. So we talking about Texas is colder than it's probably ever been in the winters nowadays, and these people don't have like central air and heat. We know how hot Houston gets. They're living with a lot of dust, a lot of asbestos, a lot of, you know, a lot of those homes were built in the late 1920s, 30s, and they're living with like lead-based paint in their homes.
Oh,
So I do have a play to where I can help the older people in the neighborhood, anybody 62 and up. I can help you if you own your home. I can help you get into a new home.
that's amazing.
After we sell your home, I can help you get into your new home and give you a fresh start. So we can start getting these communities fixed up and cleaned up and getting these elderly people or older people into living conditions where they have some peace and comfort.
How can people tap in, and what's the requirement to qualify for your assistance?
So tap in. You can catch me on IG at Your Real Estate Game Changer. My email is Whitney. That's WHITNEY at CCORealtyTeam.com, and my phone number 832-709-4167. Call me directly. Shoot me a text message. I'm here to help. That's what I really want to do. I want to help. I want to help the athletes understand the growth and maintaining their newfound wealth. I want to help the elderly live peacefully. If we help one another, then things won't be as hard as we make them.
No, facts.
So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Peace, y'all cultivators, and we'll catch y'all again when she makes it a lot bigger. Bye.
I'm out.